Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Idaho Today. You know, Boise, it is such an incredible place to live, work, and play. From hiking and biking in the Boise foothills to swimming in an outdoor pool or visiting an accessible playground, there's something for all ages and abilities to enjoy. So I'm joined now by Boise Parks and Rec's Doug Holloway to highlight some of the places around town and events that you and your family can go and enjoy, because we're halfway through the season. Some of us might need a little refresh on that to-do list for the summer with the family and the friends. So Doug, give us some ideas, because I know that there's some new parks and playgrounds around town that people can go and visit.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for having us on, Melissa, today. Yeah, we just actually cut the ribbon on our newest playground 2 weeks ago. It's in Bowden Park.
Wow.
And it's a fully inclusive playground, so that no matter what your ability or age is, you have access to all of the pieces of this particular playground. So we're very proud to have that all-inclusive play feature that we just cut the ribbon on. We also have created a new play feature at Franklin Park, which will be cutting the ribbon on that here in the next couple of weeks. So that also will have a number of inclusive play features on that as well. In addition, we did a refresher of Catherine Albertson Park with the generous donation of the J.A. and Catherine Albertson Family Foundation. So if you haven't had an opportunity to visit that yet, we encourage you to go out and take a look at those improvements and really how that park really looks now.
And if people want to know where to locate these parks, because there's so many throughout the Treasure Valley, where do they go? Is there a map function online, or how do they locate a park nearest them?
Yeah, we have an excellent website that you can go in and you just type in a park name, and it'll tell you exactly where that location is. It'll list all the amenities in that park, and will tell you some of the features that we have at that location. So it's real user-friendly and easy to find a park in your neighborhood.
I love that. So families can get a game plan, right?
Absolutely.
You know, maybe plan a picnic in the park, meet up with some friends at a certain location, go check out some of those great new, like you mentioned, play structures and accessibility for everybody. All right, well, it is a hot week. I mean, a really hot week, right? Like, we're looking at triple-digit temperatures. People want to find a way to cool off. So let's talk about the pools, because that's another great option through Boise Parks and Rec.
Absolutely, yeah. We have four swimming pools, the Natatorium, Ivy Wild, Bora, and Fairmont Pools. They are open extended hours throughout the afternoon and evening. And then obviously we're going to promote those heavily, because they are extremely affordable, and they're located in neighborhoods that are spread out geographically around the city. So regardless of where you live, you have access to one of those pool locations. We also have a number of other features around the community that you can cool off. If you look at our very unique and unusual complex where Quinn's Pond, Esther Simplot, Phase 1 and Phase 2 of the Whitewater Park.
Yes.
That whole area there is an aquatic complex that is like nothing in the country, and is open and available free of charge for people to utilize. You can paddleboard there, you can swim there. And with that Phase 2 of the Whitewater Park, we have created a very, very accessible and inclusive access down to the Boise River. So if you're not sure where you want to go to access the Boise River, if you go to Esther Simplot Park and go to the Phase 2 of the Whitewater Park, you actually can take your family right down and wade in very shallow areas of the river. So it's a great place to go, and a very safe place to go to get cooled off.
You said the magic word for me, safe, right? Because I know a lot of people want to recreate in the Boise River, but if you're new to the area, you're not familiar with the safe places to go and play when you want to wade, especially for young families as well. So I think that's such a great solution. And maybe you're even curious about stand-up paddleboarding, but you're not sure exactly where to begin and how to begin. That's such a great place to go, because like you mentioned, it's a controlled setting, if you will. So if you want to have that outdoor experience, you can, in a safe place, and a place that's going to allow you to be confident and a little more familiar too, right, before you take on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
And
love
Boise
that.
River Sports rents all of those apparatuses right there at that location, and they also could give you a quick lesson on how to utilize them as well.
Okay, we have to talk about events now too, because I mean, my goodness, there's so much happening through Boise Parks and Rec. So tell us about some events that people can put on their calendar.
Yeah, something that's real popular is we do tours at the Boise Depot, the historic Boise Depot.
Really?
The first and third Sunday of every month. It's completely free of charge. And
that's going on my calendar. I want to do that.
Well, Melissa, you don't need to register either, and it's for all ages, so we encourage families to come out. And if you haven't been to the depot, or if it's been a while since you've been to the depot, we have folks that will take you around and give you really that historical, educational background of where the depot came from and how important it is to the community. So that's the first and third Sunday of every month. We also are looking forward to Labor Day weekend. That's when we have the Spirit of Boise Balloon Rally at Ann Morrison Park, and you'll see dozens and dozens of balloons that'll fill the sky again this Labor Day weekend. So that's something to look forward to. And we are rebuilding the fountain at Ann Morrison Park. So that's an iconic feature that we've had there for decades, and we're actually creating an engaging water feature that families will be able to utilize now. Whereas right now you couldn't do that in the existing fountain because it was too far above ground and it was too dangerous. But now
people tried.
Yes, they did. And
but you don't want
regardless
to.
of the signs, they still tried. But we will have this engaging feature done before the end of the summer, and so that's a great time for families to go to the park, enjoy what's at the park, but also go get and cool off in that new water feature.
Wonderful, Doug. If people want to learn more, where do they go?
They go to our website, cityofboise.org/parks, and you'll get all the information that we've talked about today, as well as a lot more.
Well, wonderful. I know that there's a lot more, so I know you'll be coming back because there's plenty to talk about. Thank you so much, Doug. Greatly appreciate you giving us a little refresh because, as mentioned, we're halfway through the season and we might need a little inspiration. Now we know exactly what to do.